Hello and welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam,
I'm Matt.
and today we're reviewing,
The Gifted.
this episode being called Exit Strategy. This was a big episode. You could say it was a turning point for the whole season.
Yeah, so I keep hearing. I don't know why.
What were your thoughts?
I thought the episode was good. I don't know why it's been hyped up for this massive change for the show. I don't think it is. There are only 4 episodes in, and now we got a couple of them are back together. Like, I don't get it. What's the big difference?
I don't know. One thing I will say about the writing, which I thought was good, was the whole knee thing. That I mentioned it a couple times.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How I think Reed brought up himself about his knee, and then it actually came into play. So yeah, basically we got a little flashback to like a breakout or break in from ages ago, another mutant facility, and one of, I don't know what that guy's called. Joe, the kind of bulletproof guy.
No.
I swear it's like Nightwolf or something like that. It's something along those lines. And he goes there and one of his boys gets shot down. That was whack. His ability was cool, but like he can interfere with like electronic systems. It's like I was thinking he was going to hack the machine gun turret and like use it to shoot the guys, but like he just kind of deactivated it, which I thought was whack. And he pokes up later because it turns out as well as doing that he can dampen mutant abilities. That was kind of dumb. So yeah, basically you've got Carlos. We cover into like his backstory, which is kind of obvious really. Because, I mean, he was a street urchin who had his powers. He referenced living in a cardboard box. And then, obviously, he fell in with the Mexican drug cartel.
Yeah.
And
I've got to be honest, this was part of the episode that was a bit of a yawn for me. I wasn't too into it. I just thought, he dragged a little. He went to a club, met a girl. She's kind of a baddie.
Yeah,
Get out some convoys, he's gonna get dragged into some crap, and then he's off again.
She was Firefly in Gotham, but then they kind of replaced her with another chick. Yeah, so, yeah.
Well, is she? Is she a mutant?
I don't know. What makes you say that?
I don't know. Well, I mean, nothing said it's a show about mutants. You know what I mean? Everyone I look at, I think, are you a mutant or are you not?
Nah,
that's what I couldn't figure out.
It's one of them things, I think, where they were kind of like exploitation in the sense.
I suppose, yeah.
Yeah, like she's like normal and she's like, oh, I'll be your friend, I'll accept you, but I'm going to need you to torture a couple people. So yeah, they kind of go in depth to his, well, not in depth, but they talk about his backstory because they're trying to find out when Sentinel Services are going to kind of transport Polaris and Reed to another facility. So he has to go there and suck her kneecaps to kind of get the transfer date.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the mum just sort of come up with that plan, didn't she?
Yeah, she had a good idea. And you kind of got Lauren and whatever the boy's called, and they like, this is super goofy, but like if they use their powers together, she can kind of somehow guide his power to make it more accurate. I don't get what that was about because I don't really know what his powers are.
No, do I. It's been like, I'm liking the show, and I don't think they're going to do it. Be careful with these two because it can go from being like Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, like Wonder Twin, if you ain't careful. But yeah, the plan is to use their powers in combination to get the van. Is that what they did? They attacked the van? It was
yeah,
empty.
they did attack the van, but I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, what's his power? So he's got some sort of telekinetic ability, but like she
Yeah.
can by her using her power. Like, let's assume that his power's like telekinetic waves, that when he activates, like, it waves in that direction, and she's kind of pushing them together and like focusing it on one specific spot. I mean, it's a bit hokey.
Very ill-defined, and I think we talked about this last week. Like, without an Xavier or an Xavier-like character around to tell us exactly what these people's powers are, you don't really know.
I just guess it was kind of telekinetic. So yeah, or earthquake like, but you don't really know. So yeah. They attack the prison van. Well, first Eclipse has to kind of, I guess, threaten to blind a guy for information on a drug shipment, and then that leads to him getting the date, and then they head off. And then, yeah, it was actional, if I could use one adjective, purely because we haven't really seen that since the first episode. So it's all guns blazing. I like
That's right. I guess the guy who got caught in the flashback, his power kicks in, and so he'll stealth and sneak through, get shot, and then all hell breaks loose from there.
I like the effects on that. That looked realistic. I like that. So yeah.
Yeah, because we talked about that before. It's like, if you're doing the CG in small doses and you have a good enough budget, you can do it. And that's what I'm saying. We're going to be reviewing Supergirl at some point today, and good God, I've got some things to say there with the CGI, but that's because you're going for a much bigger thing there, whereas here, all you have to do is make a guy invisible for 10 seconds, and then you can cut to the chase, you know what I mean? There's not much money involved.
So, yeah. So all hell's breaking loose. Everyone's power's offline. How is that rectified?
The guy, your man, the Nightwolf, I guess we're going to call him, even though that might not be his name, he punched him.
Oh, great.
Just like Superman punch, knocked him out, I guess.
He should have dealt with that, because he'll probably pop up later. So yeah, while everything's breaking loose on the outside, cars are being blown up. Reed and Polaris kind of, they buddy up, and it's like, oh, how are we gonna get out? And they try and beat up the guards, and that fails. And then Reed's just like, he's like, oh, use your powers to get us out of here. And she's like, everything's made out of plastic. And it's like, oh, my knee. And then she kind of whips the little knee thing out and starts, doing her thing. And then they get out, and then they get in the car and drive off.
Yeah, I like. I know some people might be frustrated by it. I kind of like how they pull things from the movies and sort of redo them, but in their own unique way, or even the TV shows and whatnot. At the beginning, to do getting caught, well, like the first episode of the animated show back in the day, Morph got caught by the Sentinels in the first episode and was forced to work with them. Even the Polaris thing with Reed's knee, that was like in X-Men 2, where Mystique puts the iron in the guard's blood and then Magneto pulls it out.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of dope. But yeah, so that's the end. I thought the episode was good. I don't see this whole big revelation thing people are talking about. What's so big about it? All that's different is now Polaris and Reed are with the group.
Yeah, so they're all together. And it's like, I wonder what they're going to do now.
I don't know.
Because I guess they'll have to, like... Because like, if you were Reed, you'd hop the border. If you were smart, you'd hop the border and you'd leave. But it's like... Because really, the only thing they can do is, like... I don't really know. Like, attack Sentinel services... But then that's going to cause like a big issue, or go around to these prison camps freeing people. But then there's what do they do?
Because the thing is, at this point, they're the X-Men or something. There was like a bunch of people that are on the run. Like, what is the long-term goal? Like, if you take out Sentinel services, then what? There's going to be a replacement for them.
Exactly. Yeah. So really,
I suppose maybe that's what people are talking about. Maybe that's what they mean. Like, you could argue that the entire setup for the show seemed to be that the family's separated, and maybe that would be the season. But now they're back. And maybe that's why people are getting all hyped about it. But yeah, they'll be interesting to see next week because I have no idea what they're going to do.
mm-hmm.
Clearly, Sentinel services are after them.
Yeah. But I mean, if it picked up straight after it, you know, the car chase or whatever, and I mean, it could go from there. But if they like get somewhere, they're just going to be like, oh, so what? Scratching their heads, what are we going to do now? In terms of numbers, it was a cool episode. It kind of felt like a series finale, but like not, you know what I mean? It's like the goal they've been working for to get them two back. They've done it, and now like, oh, what are they gonna do next?
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it the same.
I mean, yeah. I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And we'll see you next episode for more reviewing The Gifted.